It's Week 10 of the 2025 season. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Bucs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. A first carry for Rachaad White. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards, good enough for a first. To the air goes Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 40-yard line.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's swung out wide to Harris. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. To throw is Daniels. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pass knocked down by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Okay. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Baker going to give it to Irving. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third down and 13. Evans comes in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Here's 2nd and 10.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mayfield looks to throw.
That's caught by Durham.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
This offense returns to the field led by Devin Duvernay, a wide receiver.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now Daniels.
He finds his man, complete. It's Logan, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Devin Singletary, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that one all tied. the Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneers first down.
In motion right is Evans. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, he finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, led by Devin Duvernay at wide receiver.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
To the air goes Daniels.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 40. On the give, this is Harris. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Duvernay in motion. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Mayfield.
Over the middle to Evans. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield now from the 50.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
White.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone.
And the Commander defense able to hold. The Commanders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Harris.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin.
31 yards.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now 2nd and 5.
A give to Harris. Down to the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Washington, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.